A rebuilt matter decompressor will soon be under the control of the unified Solar Republic at long last, and around the same time we'll be hitting the NASA so hard they won't know what hit them. Hello Legion, this is Hadrian, thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris Federations in our Final Federation 2 series. I'm going to keep things paused for a moment here as I jump in and take a look at what I may be able to trade with some of my neighbors. For instance, my friends the Rock. Now this is the Rock Multi-Stellar. But let me see if I can get some alloys out of them, first and foremost. I don't know how many they have. Not that many. Only 571. Let's see about the Rock, though, because they might have more. Everything we can do. I mean, we're making a decent amount anyway, and we can buy more with energy before long, but whatever we can do to speed this process along. Wow, they're not even remotely willing to consider that at that level. Alright, so if I lower this, let's see at what point they get mad and say negative 1,000. It must be getting close. Okay. Aha! Found it. And there it is, 1684. So, what, pray tell, might you be willing to accept? Okay, clearly not energy. Clearly not minerals. Doesn't make sense really to trade a basic resource for an advanced resource like that, I suppose. So, how are we doing on rares? Not really much better. Yeah, I don't know if... Ooh, they like the idea of getting that dark matter from me. They really like that idea. What about volatile motes? What if we did like a combination? Okay, we're getting close. And then gave them some rare crystals. What about Zero? How am I doing on Zero? Because Zero is a little bit rarer. Okay, let's give them 30 Zero. And then some rare crystals. Ah. There it is. Okay, so they should accept that. That's a fair amount of my resource pile, but it's worthwhile. Confirm. And we'll get a good amount of our alloys from them. We need to hit 20,000. 20,000. There we go. We're up to 10k. And we'll stay on speed 2 for a moment. Oh, wait. Nope. Just kidding. No, we won't. We have a few more things to do. First of all, I have some designs to upgrade. You need... Well, you can't... Because of your power requirements, I can't do anything better here. However... some of these ships. Yes, here we go. So, the only thing about putting the encoder during the last episode, I accidentally called the enigmatic decoder the encoder, but this is the decoder. The encoder is the new one that we finished. If we were to place it on my cruisers, I would have to replace my regenerative hull tissue. So, again, decoder is all about offense. Encoder is all about defense. There's a part of me that wants to have the decoder perhaps on the bigger ships and the encoder on the smaller ships to make them harder to hit. That seems like it might be a good idea. Okay, so we've already got that installed on some of these. And then, of course, we have these, which we haven't even looked at yet. So, yeah, let's definitely have the tracking improved on the point defense station. Same for the missiles. You know what? Yeah, we'll go ahead and put the decoder on those. I like the idea of having the encoder and the decoder on my defensive platforms. Well, I don't know if the encoder needs it, but let's go ahead and put the encoder... Can I get away with putting it on this? No, of course I can't. The same power requirements, sadly. But I can get away with putting it on this, right? Yes, I can. Okay, so we have the encoder. That makes these tiny little ships that are already flying around swarming the enemy harder to hit, which is more or less exactly what I want. So this will mean some additional upgrades, some frivolously spent alloys and other things. Maybe not alloys. I don't know Yeah, alloys to build those. You can always check the cost by checking the tooltip. Okay, so my destroyers and my corvettes now have the encoder. Larger ships, such as cruisers, still use the decoder for an offensive boost, and then they have regenerative hull tissue for a bit of a... So, I'm sorry, I think I said defensive again. So, the decoder is an offensive boost, and then the regenerative hull tissue is a defensive boost. Don't even remember the words that came out of my mouth 3 seconds ago. It's been a busy couple of days. So, let's see what we can do on New Roanoke. There's one more thing that I wanted to do, too, before we unpaused, which is we have one more gene modding point. So let's create a template. So currently we are latent psionic, social pheromones, adaptive, and nomadic. So now we can make all of our humans consume fewer consumer goods. We could make them generate additional unity. We could make them take up less housing. We could have them be strong, and their armies would do more damage. And worker pops. And this is, by the way, defensive and offensive armies. There's a part of me that just wants to do that because the resource output boost would be good too. Although consumer goods upkeep is also worth thinking about. Conservationist. Let's go with strong. It fits our military narrative. We'll go ahead and apply that across the entire species. It's going to take about 8 months, and then we have some additional modification we can probably do after that. Now, before we jump back in, let's make sure... How many rare crystals do I have extra? 2 right now? Just checking for upgrade possibilities. Not a whole lot I can do at the moment. That'll be changing before long. All right, yes. So let's have you guys change. Fleet 2 will, of course, have to return to the Fianita station again. I'm going to step up to speed 3. The Independent Kazam League submits. The Independent Kazam League has submitted to the Great Khan. They have been made a satrapy. So where are they? These guys right here. Interesting. Of the Roxtalok Horde, and their fleets are now standing down. Although they have not officially joined the Roxtalok in their attempted conquest of the galaxy, they have pledged to contribute resources and military personnel to further bolster the Great Khan's war machine, spineless cowards. Interesting. So now they've about doubled their reach there. Let's take a look really quick. I can't see much about what their other satrapies are. Doesn't show me. Okay. Let's see how much we can buy with these. Yeah, I thought we'd be able to buy more. We'll go ahead and do that. That's, of course, a considerable amount of minerals. The Hantak Triad made peace with the Penthalon polity. Okie doke. Not really a couple of empires, not really a war that I was paying attention to all that much. We've kind of had our eye on internal affairs for the past little while.
Ship upgrades.
Another thing that I want to do, I think this guy right here is going to need some additional upgrades. See, we're already at 12K. Interesting. So the Hantak Triad left the Cosmic Combined Forces. Yeah, I want to go ahead and build this station up because this is where these guys, the Tomador Free Traders, would be able to get into my territory during a war with this federation. Because the Natsa Authority, remember, is in a federation with the Tomador Free Traders. We had to deal with them as a result of those shenanigans. Ooh, yes, let's absolutely upgrade to a Hyper Entertainment Forum. And what else can I build here? Interesting that Atlantis has room for a mining district. Yep, synthetic crystal plants, I think, are in our best interests. Let's do a civic district there. We'll do the old-fashioned thing here and go ahead and just provide some additional mining jobs, even though they won't be worked yet. That's fine. Okay, and keep going on speed 3. Looks like the upgrades to the first fleet are already done. Oh, since that's been done, another thing we can take a look at is what the heck is going on with these corvettes. Because there are some additional corvettes in this fleet, and it's been bothering me for a little while. So if we look at this fleet, we have 1 extra Hartman and 1 extra Kodiak class. So I'm going to delete 1 of each. All right, now we're just up a Hartman class. Again, the auto upgrade system not working quite as smoothly as it used to, or perhaps me just finally noticing some of its flaws. That's a distinct possibility. Okay. Now it's perfect. Now the counts are correct. And we have the same situation in the second fleet in the form of an extra Hartman, but it looks like everyone else is good. So this will be easily dealt with. Let's delete you. Yep. And then in the second fleet, let's up that again to 8. Now, because there are already 8 in the fleet, nothing actually changed. It's just making sure the numbers are 100% correct. Usually those anomalies occur when there's overlap between upgrading the ships and building new ships. When you're trying to do both of those things at once, it tends to confuse the system in a weird way. Advanced reactor booster. Okay, nice. Got that done. Science Nexus. Hey! So gateway construction probably needs to happen. Sapient combat AI is kind of tempting, to tell you the truth. I love the idea of a Science Nexus, though, because we need to start really pushing for those endgame technologies. I do love the idea of being able to pop around my empire really fast, though, because we're going to need that. Gateways can go both ways, though, because gateways, when you build them, can be abused by invading empires. So there's a part of me that just wants to do a Science Nexus for now and continue to build up in that way. They're the same cost. I like the Science Nexus idea a little bit more. That was a tough choice. But I like Science Nexus a little bit more. Just a little bit more. All right, we're at 13K now. Soon to be more than that. Don't quite have enough rare resources to sell that many off again. We, of course, still have some Citadel upgrades underway. Esteemed Chancellor Daniel Rizzo, a decade ago, the Unified Solar Republic pledged to support the artisan troop, and so you have. Indeed. So we need 5,000, and I have nowhere near that. That's annoying. I would like that continued bonus, but I'm going to have to wait until I have the energy. We don't have it right now. We will before long, but we don't have it right now. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Let's take a look at our faction situation. Remember, last episode we did activate this edict, Encourage Political Thought. And what that does is it makes it a little bit more likely... see? Number's up to 13%. Makes it a little bit more likely that it pops. We'll move around.
Ship upgrades applied.
Amidst these different
species modification factions has concluded.
Let us continue. The moats must flow. See, now this sucks. Okay, well... Is that debris still being investigated? I still haven't probed this either. Let's go ahead and research that. That debris is being looked into right now. I can see it. We need to get a construction ship over there too. Go to Starbase, please. That's going to suck up a little bit of influence, sadly. But let's see. If I sell off... Okay, let's say no deal. Yeah, it's doing the same thing here. This has happened a couple times in the series now, for whatever reason. Yeah, we already have a Mutagon trade deal, but I'll bet you it's about to run up. I'll bet you it's about to run up. Let's go ahead and just do this. There we go. We already have a rig and trade deal. So I'm guessing that what's happening is they're sending the notifications sooner than they should. That's what seems to be happening. Weird. All right, well, I won't look at it for now. Once we can re-up those, we'll re-up them, but for now, it doesn't appear that we have the option. Oh, you're not actually looking at that debris. And there are other science ships here. If they research that debris first, I'm going to be real mad at you. No, they just came in to explore. Good. Governor gained trait. Whispers and rumors concerning possible ties to crime have surrounded Governor... Oh, somebody's getting fired. Dismiss. Bye-bye. All right, so our new governor. Thankfully, Maurice LeBoeuf is not so corrupt. We wouldn't want Shia's descendant to be problematic for us. I guess we'll have Jürgen von Fritsch. He is going to make building a little bit cheaper, so hey, there's that. So we have that construction ship on the way. 14K. Need to get 20. It's going to happen. Just need to get there. Whoa. What you doing, game? Whoa, that's a long pause. What you doing?
Red alert. Spaceport under fire.
Oh, that's what you were doing. So the Grey Tempest has been tapped by another empire. Interesting. So they have jumped in. And it looks like Suskot's Maw is the only entry point for the Grey Tempest for us, thankfully. So we're going to have to move quickly because they're going to start wrecking me. And I'm just glad that they're not particularly close to a threatening... Wow. Okay, that's not good timing. You wrecked my peacetime, you jerks. All right, let's bring the first fleet here. I'm not going to actually have the first fleet move, or the second fleet move. All right, so let's read this really quickly. Sorry, that caught me off guard, and now I'm concerned. Scientists from the Penthalon polity managed to restore functionality to the L gate within their territory, beating us to it. Unfortunately, this seems to have triggered an invasion of our galaxy by the cluster's inhabitants, aggressive nanomachines that attack everything in sight. The Penthalon scientists managed to shut down their gate before the invasion force arrived, but this only diverted them to the other L gates of the galaxy that are now fully active. All attempts to communicate with these invading nanites have failed. In the wake of their passes through the L gates, we have detected a repeating wideband subspace transmission emanating from the L cluster. Put the message on screen. Decoding repeated automated subspace transmission. Establishing translation matrix. Alert, messages heavily corrupted. Attempting reconstitution of message fragments. 3 message fragments partially recovered. Fragment 1. We are the unintelligible architects of the Galactic Gateway Network. If you are receiving this transmission, then we can rely only, blah, 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 that we are not too late. Perhaps one of our message buoys somehow slipped past the blah 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 and escaped the cluster before it was closed off. Do not, repeat, do not restore access to the dormant gateway in our star cluster. Under no circumstances must a stable connection be formed between the blah 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 and the galaxy at large. For the sake of all civilization, our cluster has to remain under permanent quarantine. In an act that will inevitably doom our civilization, we have deliberately isolated our home cluster to prevent the spread of the Naar-Di-Shav, the Grey Tempest. These self-replicating nanomachines were instrumental in the constitution of our gateway network, but when their blah 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 had concluded, we found that they would no longer accept our commands. Through a hidden backdoor, our blah 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 managed to recall the machines to our home cluster, but this security hole has since been plugged. When they started harvesting our planets for materials, we knew it was only a matter of time before. The main blah 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 facility is the key. All of their blah 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 are routed through its subspace array, and without it they cannot function. Unfortunately, all of our attempts to disable it have failed, and we can no longer muster the forces to another assault. If the quarantine of our cluster has failed, you must destroy this facility. As long as it remains, the Grey Tempest will continue to surge unabated throughout the galaxy. We are truly sorry for unleashing this horror. In our hubris, we... blank. In your hubris, you needed your butts kicked. So, we're not quite ready for the Great Tempest, guys. And see, the thing is, the Great Tempest, they're fanatic purifiers in a way. They can just run in and start taking territory, like destroying your stations.
The special project has concluded.
Thankfully, the thing is, this is a powerful fleet, but it's 1 ship and 5 supporting ships. So you can overwhelm it. Panic Sale display sign. Great. Right, so we need to try and stop them before they do too much damage to my economy. Strangely, the dimensional portal on Zoroaster seems to connect to a planet which looks very much like Zoroaster. Stranger still, can't read today. There's a signal being broadcast to us through it. Put it on screen. This is Danielle Rizzo of the Unified Solar Republic. Who are you, portal aliens? No, I am Danielle Rizzo. Fascinating. If what you say is true, I think this portal bridges the gap between alternate dimensions. We are both the Danielle Rizzo. But at some point, an event must have caused our respective dimensions to diverge. Amazing. Tell us how humans fare. Much the same as it fares in your dimension, I expect. We have spread out through space from Earth since the discovery of the warp drive. The warp drive? We travel by hyperlanes. I still remember laughing so hard when I first found this event. Hyperlanes? Perhaps discovering different types of FTL travel was the divergence point between our two universes. Does this mean you are not beset by the warp beasts? No warp beasts here. Are they a serious threat? The warp beasts assail every known civilization. They are a threat. Well, we have the Great Tempest. You have the warp beasts, we have the Great Tempest. So, I mean, it sounds like we each have our own problems. They are a threat to all life. As far as we have determined, once warp travel reached a certain critical level in the galaxy, the warp beasts awoke and attacked several species. Several species we know of have already fallen, but so far we are holding them off. Sounds terrible. Can we help? Yes, we should establish an interdimensional trade treaty to strengthen both our nations for the benefit of all humans. Okie doke. Pause. All right, seems like the Ziran concern have ended their rivalry, interestingly enough, with us. All right, so we have finished our food research. Let's go ahead and improve fleet command limit, because I feel like we might need that very soon. Sooner than I would like to have to... Sooner than I would need it to be a requirement. It's going to be a requirement. Yeah, we're going to do more alloy foundries here on Terra Nova. We have to. Okay, good. Troy is ready. Let's go ahead and buy here. So we're going to do something. We already have its population boosted. Even though there are lots of resource production opportunities on Troy, the first thing I want to do is build a gene clinic. And we may also get some robots building on Troy as well. Seems like it's probably going to be a good idea. All right, Kazvek Station. Let's upgrade all of you. At least we only have one L-gate in our territory. That's the beautiful thing. That was something that had kind of fallen off my radar for the past few episodes because we got so excited about everything else going on. So we should still be able to get access to this in good order.
Applied.
And I'm going to try to refrain from spending too crazily.
Ship upgrades applied.
Yeah, so they're going to hit hard. And this system is actually bringing in a lot of minerals. Applied. So that's going to be a loss.
Ship upgrades
That's going to be one hell of a loss.
Ship upgrades applied.
Now I'm back on my back foot again.
Applied.
Hopefully not quite as badly as
Ship
before.
Upgrades applied.
All right, so we're dealing with this debris.
Ship upgrades applied.
All right, so they're going south, which is good in a way. It's going to take over a year for this fleet to travel to this defensive position. I kind of want to stop them now with the fleet that I have, because I can. Let's go ahead and do that. Yes, they're stronger, but again, they have more ships. That's what matters.
Construction completed. We have lost a mining station.
Yes, I'm well aware. Thank you.
We have lost a mining station.
Oh, there's a second one right here. Wait, what? Oh, there's two. There's Abaddon's Domain and Suscot's Maw. Okay, so there are two. Damn it. I thought there was a second one. I really did. The Penthalon Polity have taken on the challenge of building a science nexus, a research institute so technically advanced that it could revolutionize the scientific process completely. The Turmaku black hole system is bustling with activity as engineers are assembling the initial build site. Regardless of whether they fail or succeed, trying alone has earned them a place among the great forerunners of our time. A testament to the ingenuity of intelligent life, indeed. Okay, so that's all the way out there. All right, so we do have two Grey Tempest fleets in our territory. We're going to have to knock them out one at a time. Oh, just kidding, we have three. There's only one over here.
Interstellar debris analyzed.
So we're going to go for the weaker one first. Meanwhile, the first fleet is going to be on its way around here. The only thing we can hope for is that they are hitting the Natsa and some of the other enemies that we have as well. Okay. So that they stay distracted. That's what I mean by that. I really hope that that's the case. All right, so we no longer have any surplus volatile motes at all. I don't want to do any further upgrades that would draw on those. Oh, wow. You need more housing, don't you, on Avalon? I mean, I could just resettle some... I could resettle this robot. Let's move this robot to Troy. Alright, Dune is ready for a new building. We probably need to produce some more moats. Let's build a chemical plant on Dune. Alright, this is kind of a momentous moment.
Our
Again,
station is under assault.
Yeah, here it is. They will probably do a good amount of damage initially, but the second I start to drop those ships, things will change. Let's take a quick look. I'm going to pause for a moment and look at what they're using. So they are split between shields and armor. Okay, and they have energy weapons primarily. So the energy weapons do additional armor damage and less shield damage. And then they have a bunch of nanite fighters which do additional shield and armor damage. So it might be, I don't know. So what I'm seeing is in total, yeah, it's like 166 combined. If you just take these numbers and add them together. And then we have this here that's shield and, so this energy arc is shield and armor penetration. So there's really not, I don't think there's a huge swing one way or the other. We just need to, there we go, knock out their ships. Diego Rodriguez has died at the age of 100. I think he was a general. Yeah, he was a general. All right, so we've knocked out one of their capital ships. Okay, there's some debris here, and that's a big frickin' deal, because we have a science ship right here that we can use to research that and start getting some technology from the Grey Tempest. Now, the only thing that sucks about this situation is that we have got to be reinforcing our fleets in order to stop these guys from what they're trying to do. Tell you what, I want to have you... Yeah, this is going to suck up influence, too. No, you know what? Don't do that. Don't do that. Just build that starbase there. Because if they come in and destroy it again, then I'll just be wasting my influence pile, and I need to try and keep that saved up. All right, so the Kavas Syndicate has opened their borders to us. We're probably going to see an increase in kind of friendly activity from the AI. 13% of our pops. We need that to be 20, though. We need it to be 20. How close is the first fleet? First fleet is in Hades. Okay. It seems like there is a Rock fleet accompanying us. Maybe. Please turn around. I have you... Okay, they're not accompanying. Damn. I have them on order to take point, but the Rock are like, no, we're going to do our own thing. We're going to have a sandwich. If you get that reference, I congratulate you. Okay, so I need to hit these guys. I need to go ahead and hit them before they get up to this station in Fianita, because this upgrade is not done yet, and I don't want to lose any full-on stations to this attack if I can help it. So this is going to suck a little bit, but it's for science. Thankfully, we do have those technologies installed from the enigmatic fortress, so that will be a bit of a boon. All right, so they're already in this... Damn it. God, that's the one I was upgrading. Could you not do this right now? It's like the most inconvenient, annoying thing. We'll stop them from hitting Fianita, but god damn. You can see it affecting my economy already again, too. Yeah, and my moats. Look at this. All right, all these need to be reclaimed using new influence. So they're setting me back. And when I...
Construction completed.
When I will gain the ability... When I'm going to gain the ability to... convert to militarism, I won't have the influence to do it. Ooh. Damn it. I'm going to blame this all on the... Really? You're declaring a rivalry? Really? Okay, fine. I'm going to blame this all on the NASA. It's their fault. And only their fault. All right, we're going to hit them again down here. It does seem like the other fleet has kind of buggered off for now. Once the first fleet arrives to help us defend, which it looks like it's right around the corner.
Forces.
All right, good. Yeah, you are not going to hurt my planet. They were starting to bomb New Roanoke. Nope, nope, nope. Not going to put up with it. We're at 20k. We need to spend those alloys first and foremost. That needs to happen. Let's pause for a moment. An L-Gate insight. That's hilarious. Titans or neutronium armor. Titans. Okay, we're 31 minutes into this episode. The Great Tempest have caused me to record a little bit longer than I normally would have, but I need to stop this one here so that we can, you know, get the episode upgraded in decent time. And yeah, see, now we're not even collecting trade value from this. We've got some stuff to handle in the next episode for sure. Let's go ahead and make a decision here. How am I doing on... Yeah, I need more moat production, so let's work on that. This is going to be rough. But thankfully, they're not attacking me all out. We just need to kind of keep them at bay until this thing is complete. I'm really lucky that this is all the way back here, so far away from them, because we're going to get that mineral boost, and then the damage that they're able to do to my mineral economy, at least, will be minimized out here. But I've already lost some moat income, some science income, some energy income. It's all over the place. And trade income, too. So I'm on my back foot again, and it's surprising. But it's okay. We'll deal with it. It's good. I've got to get to that 20k mark, and it just got a little bit harder. So we'll try and get there next episode as soon as possible. We're making 286 per month. So what are we looking at? We're looking at roughly 15 more months to make this happen. And that'll be it. Yeah, about 15. So close. So close before the Great Tempest arrived. If they had waited just like another year or two, I would have been so much better with it, but we'll deal with it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 4 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.